Hey y'all, welcome to Dixie Customs Extra. Today we're going to share some photos of the trucks and all that we had back in the day when we was towing. We have other pictures. We didn't take videos back then. We just took pictures with disposable cameras that we kept in the trucks. But the pictures are of accidents that had fatalities or had severe injuries just to cover us. So I'm not going to share those to protect the sake of the families and not to bring back any memories that might have been forgotten or they're trying to forget. Anyhow, we're going to show y'all some of the trucks we started out with, where we started from to get to where we're at now. And thanks for following along for the second channel. We're going to have stuff like this periodically from time to time. But let's flip through and see what we can come up with and show y'all some pictures of some of the vehicles we had. To start off with, we purchased my granddaddy's shop and rebuilt it out of metal, out of scrap metal that was from a church that got tore up in a storm. This is us putting sheet metal on it, and this is just sheet metal that we purchased. It was all different colors. They were color sheets. Everybody said I couldn't do it, but here's proof. This is us with our grand opening to the public with the Chamber of Commerce. To the right-hand side in black and white is D.D. Quillen. He gave us the loan to get the business started. In front of him's grandmother. She sold us the property to build a shop on. Beside her is Beth with Charlie and Devin. Behind them is David Howard in a white hat, a friend of the family. Far left is Bill Paul's a friend of the family. Both of them helped us get started. This is our first wrecker. We call it Big Bird, or everybody calls it Big Bird. And that's what got us started. This was a flatbed rollback we purchased, and it was hard to haul wrecked cars on it because it had an aluminum bed, and it would gar the bed up real bad. I bought these two trucks, the two blue ones. You had to buy one to get one. So this was our third purchase to add to the rolling fleet. And here's a picture of all the fleet together. This was during the time we was running for the federal government. That's the reason there's no sign on the building. Then this was the orange wrecker we purchased. It actually towed, we did towing with it, not commercially, but just to play. But you had to manually let it back down. It automatically raised up. So we took it to the Chattanooga Tow Show, and here's an award we won for having the oldest operating wrecker still in service. This was an old wrecker we purchased. We was going to restore, but due to hard times, we had to get rid of it. But it was one that did belong to us. I built this truck from scratch. It was just a four-door truck. We turned it into a four-wheel drive, and I extended the frame and added a bed to it. This is one of our other flatbeds that we had. It was purchased the way it is, but it was our third rollback. This here was kind of a running joke. I told everybody that they left the chain hooked in the trailer and I stretched the car out, but it was being loaded at Copart. And this is a last ride for the last ride. They was going to a funeral and the car broke down. And this here, a buddy of mine's truck broke down and he thought I was bringing the medium duty wrecker. Instead, I brought the rollback. He said I was crazy for doing this, but pretty much everything I've ever done, they said I was crazy for. Here's a truck I had built. I used to build pretty much all of our trucks. And this is a bridge that they said couldn't be moved. So I went over to the guy's house, levitated it from across the creek, and picked it up and moved it. And he was one of them that once you ever did anything for him, he was impressed. You could keep business with him from then on. This is the Blue Mule. This is our first heavy wrecker. We still own it to this day. It was wrecked, but it's been stretched out, but we still have it. This is it pulling an excavator out of the mud. It always stayed, it and Big Bird both stayed on their back tires more than they did all their tires. This truck here was purchased with the mule, and I fully restored it. And about 2 months after we got done with it and put it in service, it got stolen and has never been seen again. This is before the rotator days. This is us levitating road tractors to put on flatbed trailers to be transported. They were wrecks we had worked. They sold the trucks. This is a burn-up truck from a wreck we worked. And there again, they sold the truck. And we had to levitate it to sit it on the back of a flatbed trailer. And this is our Landau. It was 53 foot. We also had a 48 foot, but we don't have pictures of it. But this truck got totaled out by one of my drivers. This is the City of Soul Circle's police car that we lettered. I used to paint and letter all the cop cars when they first got started being an independent agency when the county quit patrolling the area. The City of Soul Circle and the Department of Public Safety awarded us this plaque in thanks for doing mechanic work, towing their cars, and doing the maintenance and paint and body work on all the cars in the duration of time we worked with them. This is Beth's truck, her big truck. She was part of the Women's Towing Association. Don't know what the call letters are for it, but she was the first female owner in the area of a towing service. And this was her heavy that she had in her fleet. This was her repo truck. This was her daily driver. You'll hear her talk about it in some of the videos. But like I said, these were exposable cameras, so some pictures didn't get good shots. This was her rollback. We put stacks. We dressed all of her trucks out, decked them out with chrome, and did whatever. She had the pretty fleet. I had the working fleet. But all the trucks are impressive. This is her standing there in front of her dump truck. We had 3 dump trucks. This was her personal dump truck. And this was her backfilling a lot right outside of town. And this here is her paving for Walton County. We used to do all the paving all the roads for the county. We had 3 trucks out of the 5 hire trucks that was brought on to pave and do road work and stuff like that. But this is just a little bit of history. Like I said, thanks for watching. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. We'll get some more videos out to y'all.